Welcome back to the Sturgis Physical Education Center and to the Washita Sports Digital Network. I'm Cameron Boyd and would like to welcome our new guests on the broadcast today, Haley Short and Emma Mays. Typically, I'm joined with Isaac Bourne, who unfortunately couldn't be here today, but I'm very excited to be here with Haley and Emma. Today, we see the Golden Suns of Arkansas Tech University and the Tigers of Washita Baptist University go head-to-head, both hoping to add one more win to their record. Both of these teams are coming off of a loss and looking for redemption, so we're expecting to see a highly competitive game today. Haley and Emma, based off what we know about each team going into this match tonight, what are you expecting to see as the game plays out?
I think we're looking at a very competitive game between the two. I mean, we look at last year's record from 2023. These two teams faced each other twice, once in September, once in November, and we saw two wins for Washita. We saw a 5-set game and a 3-set game with very good scores, really good numbers, and so we're looking to come back off that and see what both teams put out.
And they did, and the Washita Tigers did have a loss to Henderson on Tuesday, so they're hoping to come out with a win today. I did hear that practice went really well yesterday, and the energy's a lot more high, so they're hoping for a win today. But again, everybody hopes for a win when they come into a volleyball game, isn't that right?
Right. And like I said, both of these teams are coming off of a loss, so I think they're both going to be looking for that win, and we should see some high energy today for sure.
I'm hoping so. Some friendly, competitive spirits, though.
Yes.
That's what it's looking like. We have a crowd kind of gathering here as the game's about to start, and we're looking at the starting lineups coming up soon.
Both warm-ups for each team looked pretty good, so I'm excited to see the competitive energy and just the spark we'll see on the court here today.
That is what you saw a lot of, a lot of energy, a lot of smiles on the court from both sides. And
I bet those smiles will fade right when that game starts, though, I tell you what.
You're right, Haley.
My volleyball high school days, I mean, it was all game time.
So it looks like they're about to announce the starting lineup. So we'll let Matthew do that.
Once again, welcome fans to the Sturgis Physical Education Center for tonight's Great American Conference volleyball matchup. Let's meet tonight's starters. First, the visiting Golden Suns of Arkansas Tech University. Setter, number 2, Emma Kaiser. Defensive specialist number 3, Carrie Torres. Defensive specialist number 7, Maddie Hartman. Middle blocker number 8, Jordan Klaus. Libero number 13, Jamie Myrick. Middle blocker number 21, Sierra Horton. And outside hitter number 23, Savannah Myers. Golden Suns are led by head coach Kara Coleman. And now we get the starting lineup for your Washington Tigers. Junior middle blocker from Cabot, Arkansas, number 4, Haley Fairchild. Senior libero from Midland, Texas, number 8, Avery Jeff. Junior outside hitter from Decatur, Texas, number 9, Riley Brazil. Sophomore outside hitter from Pearland, Texas, number 13, Kaylee Bedford. Sophomore middle blocker from Crandall, Texas, number 15, Leah Gardner. Junior center from Arlington, Texas, number 21, Courtney Hanson. And junior right side hitter from Arlington, Texas, number 22, Illy Addo. The Tigers are led by head coach House of Brazil Kaiser. At this time, we ask that you please rise and move your hats to the playing on our national anthem.
And with that, the teams are going to shake hands and the game will get started.
I see some smiles on those faces now.
Yeah, both teams seem to have some energy tonight. So
the energy is hype here in Spec.
looks like the Tigers are going to keep pretty much the same starting lineup that they have been since they've started the season. Tigers are going to start off the game with a serve. That's Courtney Hansen going back behind the line. What's the most important thing going into this game, just to get off on the right foot here?
It's really about headspace and where your head's at, and this is a mental game. Again, I would say about 70% physical, the rest is mental. I mean, there's a lot going into it.
I would agree.
There's something about getting that first win that really gets energy high and gets them excited and sees where the game is and where their heads are.
Yeah, and I always say volleyball is a very mental game. You have to keep your energy up or the game itself isn't going to go well.
Absolutely.
As soon as you get in a rut, I mean, the game's gone.
Yeah.
Especially if you are really close to the end of a set.
But starting out, they look like they have some good energy. They're playing scrappy. And the Tigers are going to take the first kill of the day.
Yeah, that was a beautiful kill by number 22, Emily Adams.
And Courtney Hansen back to serve again. And the Golden Suns are just going to free ball it over, and hopefully the Tigers are going to be able to use that there.
It's a great tip.
Cross hit from number 23.
And great receiving by A.B. Jazz there.
Oh, that was a good block from number 2. Emma Kaiser.
That block by the Golden Suns is going to give them the point and tie the game up here at 1. And we're going to see number 20, I believe, Maddie Siedenberg go back to serve.
Beautiful jump serve, floated right over the net.
And that outside there is just not quite able to find the way around the block. That's something that's just going to take some adjustment.
And having those two blockers up there at the same time is really getting that coverage that they're needing.
Yeah.
So we'll see how Watchdog takes that on.
Back row hit there. Beautifully sent to the back.
Oh, number 9.
That was Riley Brazil. That was a great spot right there.
Beautiful placement. There was an open hole there along the side of that line. I wonder if that'll be a popular weak spot for the Suns tonight.
The Tigers so far have been really good about finding those weak spots and playing on them. So that's kind of what I'm looking for here.
The coverage here tonight is also very impressive.
And the Tigers are just going to have a serve error there and give the point back to the Golden Suns. We're going to see libero number 13, Jamie Myrick, serve.
Oh, very high jump serve.
Great
Beautiful hit. Number 15, Leah Gardner, slammed that one right down. I mean, it went through the block straight down.
Yeah, she's known for her powerful hits.
That's
done
what
great this season.
we want to see more of that tonight, that's for sure.
And she's going to serve for us now. And another serve error is going to give Tech another point. That's a problem I've noticed just in all the games really from both teams. Just serves aren't always consistent. I think that's something that it really affects the game stretch.
Again, that mental state, it's you and that ball behind that line.
We've got number 2, Emma Kaiser, serving for the Golden Suns.
A good tip from number 8.
Yeah, that was an aggressive play. The pass just went a little too far over the net, and they were able to play off of that.
Once it hugs that net, it's a free game for the other team.
Absolutely.
Another good serve to the back.
Good save by Courtney Anderson.
Oh, great recovery. Oh,
Great recovery there by Courtney Hansen.
she's all over that court.
Brazil with the hit.
And another great spot by her as well.
Very good placement. You can see she's very intentional with where she's going with it.
She
You
is.
see her eyes tracking the ball, tracking where her defenders are, and you see that in the results.
We always talk about how smart of a player she is, and she's reliable. And that's what you're seeing here. It's Haley Fairchild going to send it over aggressively.
And a free ball, short.
Ooh, and a little bit of miscommunication there by the Tigers is going to give the point to the Golden Suns.
She floated that set just a little too high.
Yeah. Tech now is going to have a 2-point lead over the Tigers, but Tigers are still in it. It's the beginning of the game.
Absolutely. I think they're getting a feel for each other too, just kind of
Yeah.
reading the vibes of how this is going to go and what we'll look to see going forward. Looks like there's a little bit of communication between number 21 and the ref.
Maybe a little, I don't know, confusion on what went on there. Now we've got number 3, Carolina Torres, serving.
Great save
That was-
by Tech.
And Haley Fairchild is going to take that kill for the Tigers.
That was nice. Hit right at that back corner.
That was a great slide.
I don't think she was just right in position to get that one back up off the ground. There's too much momentum already going forward. Those arms.
All that power drawn into it.
We've got Riley Brazil serving here.
Beautiful float serve to the back.
And great receive there by
That was a
Riley
great-
Brazil.
Yep. Nice block from the Tigers. You see the libero get that up to the outside. Yeah. There we go.
And great block there by the Tigers. That was Haley Fairchild.
It seems there's some discourse.
I think both teams here tonight have really done pretty great on their blocking.
Yeah. We got some tall ladies here tonight, which is a great thing to see in the game of volleyball, that's for sure. Good save.
Wasn't quite able to make it over there.
A lot of this game has hugged the net here
That
tonight.
was a great hit from Watchtower.
And another great block.
Yeah. That's something you see a lot of tonight. Is a lot of the two-man coverage and seeing them both come up at the same time and really reading that
That
ball
was
really
a
well.
beautiful block from Haley Fairchild and Kaylee Thedford.
That's going to allow the Tigers to take a 1-point lead here. Hopefully they can keep that momentum up.
That was a good watch by the Suns libero. It's just barely out of there. I'm telling you, once your adrenaline starts going, that ball starts shooting a lot farther than you remember it going. The day before, I tell you what.
Got number 8, Jordan Klaus serving for the Golden Suns.
Great tip.
Haley Fairchild again there on the tip.
Beautiful tip to the left side. I don't think she was just quite low enough to get that back up in the air for number 9 on the Suns.
And that's all about knowing where your defenders are, you know, knowing
Yeah.
what works.
Again, smart game, smart game. You got to play it.
Avery Giles here. And they're going to call that one on the line. She's going to get an ace there for the Tigers.
We see some discourse here for the Suns.
Yeah, they weren't. Not everybody agreed with that call.
That's for sure.
Think. But they still gave the Tigers the point. We're going to see Avery serve again.
That's right.
Another great serve.
Beautiful set.
And a great swing there.
All the power coming from number 9.
That's Henley Hooks.
Beautiful kill there.
It was very smart placement.
Absolutely.
It wasn't quite line, but it hugged that side. It was beautiful.
Now we've got Maddie Hartman back to serve, looking to get the Golden Suns back in the lead here. And Kaylee Bedford is going to swing, and the defenders there are just not going to quite be able to recover from that one, and the point's going to go back to the Tigers. And we've got Courtney Hansen serving here.
Seems the back row of the Suns getting a little frustrated there with that line call and then a few hard serves to the back. So I'm interested to see how that will go with their mentality going forward. Beautiful kill
there
by number 23, Savannah Meyer for the Suns.
She's got all that power coming, just a full swing. She's knowing where her defenders are, knowing where to attack. And it worked for that play.
And the follow through was insane. She put that arm up there and knew exactly where she was going with it to get around those blockers.
Yeah. Now we've got Maddie Siedenberg back to serve. And that one's going to go just a little bit long as the out.
I'm telling you, their adrenaline must be pumping.
Great look for Waukesha, tracking that ball all the way through, knowing what's smart, knowing what to do with it.
Kylie Kisget back to serve.
And that goes a little too close to the net.
But the Golden Suns are still able to use that one.
Nope.
That was great aggression there.
Number 2, Emma Kaiser just barely tipped that one back over after a little too far up of a pass from the Tigers.
This is a very neck and neck game. We're just going back and forth a lot.
I'm excited to see how this will progress.
Great swing there by Riley
Absolute
Brazil.
beauty of a placement. That whole backside was open for the Suns. I mean, they cheated up a little bit on that hit, and that was the wrong move.
That whole play in general was pretty good. I mean, we started off with not a perfect pass, but they were still able to pick it up and recover there.
I'm interested to see as the game goes on and as they adjust to learn how each player hits, they change their defensive strategy there.
A great save by
Beautiful pancake. Again, great save.
Aggression there by Courtney.
That number 13's all over the court.
And I believe that's another block by Haley Fairchild. She's on top of it tonight.
The Tigers are placing that beautifully.
She's seeing the ball.
They're making that libero work, that's for sure. I think she was all 3 touches on that last defensive play.
I think she was.
And that pass is just not going to quite get the ball for the Golden Suns, and now they're going to go into a timeout. We'll keep it here, though. So there's a lot of events coming up on campus in the next week. Do y'all want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, of course. Well, if you're hearing anything about OBU, you're probably hearing about Tiger Tunes, which is coming up next week. That is October 9th through the 12th, and that's in our Jones Performing Arts Center. And if you've never heard of Tiger Tunes or you're unfamiliar with the term, basically every club or organization on campus is putting on a 6-minute show that's typically got a theme, and they'll make parodies of the song. So they'll fill in the words to match their theme. I think last year's winners were the men of Beta Beta, who presented Christmas, and so they dressed up in Christmas shorts and hats and put a funny play on the theme. But we should see 12 clubs and organizations this year on that stage. So it's exciting to see. Clubs and organizations have been practicing for about 3 weeks now to get that together. So next week we will have, I believe, 6,700?
6,700 attendees for Tiger Tunes over those days. Wednesday to Saturday, 2 shows Saturday.
And even Governor Huckabee herself will be here one of those nights, which is exciting. But it's exciting, especially for the recruitment of Ouachita. See so many new faces. We hope that if you guys don't get a ticket, go online at the OBU box office to stop on by to support other things besides Ouachita Athletics. But speaking of Ouachita Athletics, let's get back into it as they get back out of the game.
Right. And now we're going to have Leah Gardner back to serve again. And that one's just not going to quite make it over the net.
May have iced them out with that timeout there.
Yeah. Typically the Tigers come out of a timeout pretty ready to go and better than they were before, but that one might have just been a different moment there. Riley Brazil there.
Beautiful.
And the Tigers weren't able to recover from that one.
It was a well-placed hit, and whenever your defenders are trying to receive a ball like that, a lot of times that can happen, and it's all about how you readjust and learn for the next play.
I mean, that hit skimmed right by the antenna. You could barely see that coming from the outside. Beautiful hit and beautiful pass combo right there from different teams.
And again to Haley Fairchild. That one looked like it was blocked, but I guess it fell on the other side of the net there.
Again, that net looks see-through whenever you're a player. I mean, you just want to go right through it.
We see Peyton Church back to serve here. Looking to keep the Tiger lead.
Again, libero with a beautiful pass from the Suns. Oh, wow. And that ball hits the fan.
They're going to play it off the fan.
Oh, my gosh.
Way to keep that going for the Tigers.
Strong hit from Brazil, but just went a little too far on that one.
I'm impressed by their ability to play that off of the giant hydraulic fan spinning over here right now. I mean, that sucker could do some damage, and that passer got that right back onto the court. That's impressive.
I'm sure they're probably used to that, practicing in here and everything, but
stay on your toes.
It's definitely impressive to be able to recover that off the fan there. We got number 3 back to serve. Cariella Torres. And Haley Fairchild again is going to hit that corner and get herself another kill.
Beautiful corner, also hugged that line. I think those defenders just weren't able to get in front of that one fast enough.
Yeah, she's bringing all the power tonight. We've seen that several times.
Pass is a little long.
Good hit.
Great use of that overpass there by Haley Fairchild.
Absolutely.
Again, this is a net game today. They've played everything pretty closely.
Yeah. And Courtney Hansen, our setter, is going to get herself a swing and a kill there.
Absolutely beautiful
work.
Look
at Courtney Hansen. She will be ready for that next play. She is always thinking 5 steps ahead of everyone else.
She adjusts to strategy pretty well, too, based on how their defense is playing those hits.
I always say she's more than a setter, because she'll go out there and get herself kills on top of the sets she's getting. She's just an all-around player.
And that's so important to have such a versatile player that can really do anything for your team.
For sure. We've got number 8, Jordan Klaus, serving for the Golden Suns here. Looking to close that 3-point gap.
Great tip.
Beautiful work.
Now the point's going to go to the Tigers, where Avery Giles is going to serve. They have a 4-point lead here, 18-14. Quite able to recover that, which it was a hard spot to get to. She put in some good hustle there.
Great placement chosen by Tech, to find that spot, and Riley Zero just couldn't get there, but that's okay.
This is a close game, I'll tell you what.
Absolutely.
I can feel that both teams are feeling, even the benches over here are getting pretty energetic.
Yeah. That makes it fun, though. Leah Gardner, just a little bit far to the left, it's going to go out of bounds.
Those defenders are smart on the Suns, not making their body to put it in front of that ball, because once it goes out and you tip it in any sort of way, your mental game is out.
Right. That's going to close the score gap a little bit more with the Tigers up 18.
Beautiful pass by the libero.
Good recovery by Courtney Hansen, a little miscommunication there.
Great pass there. And Kaylee Bedford, again, just a little bit too far. Going to go out, and the Tigers, I believe, are going to call a timeout here. We're going to take a break with them as well, and we'll join you back here just a second on the Ouachita Sports Digital Network, brought to you by Taylor King Law.
I've heard people say, Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Ouachita?
Searching for Ouachita Baptist University.
Back in Texas, everybody pronounces it Wichita, but really, it's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
Ouachita. How would you pronounce it?
Ouachita.
Ouachita.
It's Ouachita Baptist University. Get it right.
It's Ouachita, people. It's Ouachita.
Ouachita.
I've heard people say. I've heard people say Ouachita.
Wichita.
Achita.
Ouachita.
Is it pronounced Oakita?
Searching for Washita.
And welcome back to the Washington Sports Digital Network. We've got the Golden Suns serving here. And they're going to get themselves an ace there. And now tie the game up at 18.
That pass was just a little too short for Peyton Church. Again, that placement is really smart, seeing those holes right there in the middle between the front.
They're going for that short serve again.
Kaylee Thetford's going to get her a nice swing there. Just good recovery by Tex Libero. And again to Kaylee Thetford.
That's a good, strong hit from 23, Savannah Meyer.
Hit right off that block on the corner there for the Tigers.
Yeah, good attempt there. They just weren't quite able to keep it in.
I don't think those hands could be strong enough curved to keep that ball in the game. I mean, it was headed straight for it.
Yeah. And we got Maddie Hartman serving again for Tech. And a good spot there by Riley Brazil. Very smart play.
There was a hole right there in the middle, and she saw the opportunity and took it. Beautiful idea.
We've got Courtney Hansen back to serve again. Golden Suns are going to use that one pretty well.
Tigers are going to bring that back into the court.
Who's going to hit the antenna? And that point's going to go to Arkansas Tech there. And they're going to send Savannah Meyer back to serve. Looking to keep the lead.
Beautiful jump serve. We've seen a lot of beautiful jump serves here tonight. That's something that you have, once you perfect it, I mean, it's there every single time.
Absolutely. We see that Tech Libero working hard tonight.
Yeah, I'm loving seeing the aggression and the hustle from both sides here.
Again, there we
As
go.
Leah Gardner's going to get herself a block there.
That's a perfect example of a block that's going to stay there and not move. That was a beautiful setup there by the Tigers.
Kylie Kisgan coming back in the game to serve.
And I'm liking the energy we're seeing from both sidelines. You know, you can hear it from home. You hear all the yells and the cheers going on.
Again, beautiful jump serve. Beautiful dig by Kisgan.
Perfect swing there. That's Emily Adams.
It hugged that line, hit that back corner just right.
That was a very smart placement there.
Seemed to be that it just went right around that block. That's why we were able to see the defenders have a struggle to get there. That was in.
They're going to call that one on the line. And that's another ace.
Yes.
You see them tracking that ball, but
we're seeing some and a timeout here for the Tigers.
While they take a timeout, we'll keep it here just to talk about the game a little bit.
I can see the energy is very high. I mean, we have a score now of 22-20. The Tigers are leading going into this, and the Suns may be trying to ice them out with that timeout. But again, we saw it work before. Maybe it won't work this time. I'm eager to see how this is going to play out. Kisgan's still up to serve for that.
Yeah, she's been doing pretty good so far. Just got herself an ace. I just think the aggression from both teams has just been amazing to see. It's just been a very competitive game.
Talking to some of the Tiger girls this morning, I mean, they seemed really eager to get to this game today. I mean, the game is at home in Spec, and they're excited to see what they can put on the court today.
Yeah, they were looking for that redemption, like I said earlier.
Well, yeah, coming off that loss from Henderson, kind of seeing what they can make changes with. Like Haley said, after a good practice, it's bound to see some good efforts and see what changes they're able to make.
We see some smiles on Coach Frizz's faces. Hopefully that's an uplifting conversation going on over there. And as they go back into it, we see the Tigers and Suns break in to come back to the game here.
Score still at 22-20. Close score between the two teams.
We have danger zone going on over the intercom, and that is right. We are in the danger zone, and those top few points coming up next.
Here's Kylie Kisgan serving again. And a great recovery there by Kylie Kisgan.
Beautiful pancake. And it's back over the net.
The Tigers are looking to use that free ball there.
Very good defense from Washita.
that's just a great swing there by number 12, Caitlin Neal.
Yep. Hit that far back line just right deep enough to where those defenders couldn't sneak back in time for that one.
I mean, that's one that it's just, there's not much you can do on that there.
No. With a girl that tall and a swing that hard, she's swinging what her mama gave her. That's a beautiful hit.
That was a great
Beautiful pass.
Emily Adams, right behind the 10-foot line. That was a great
Absolutely
spot.
beautiful placement there.
That's how you look at the court and see what you have to work with and really make adjustments in your own play.
They are feeling the pressure from this game, that's for sure.
Now we have somewhat of a newer face coming into the game tonight. Anne-Marie Tice. This is her first action tonight.
Set up by the Suns.
Great defense there. And they're going to call that 4 touches on the Tigers. And that point's going to go to the Golden Suns.
I bet the Suns are really feeling that heat today, isn't that right?
Yeah. We're neck and neck here, 23-22. Tigers just leading by 1 point. They've only got 2 points to go here, but they don't have much room.
The end is in sight for both teams. It's just who can finish it off.
Great swing there by
beautiful
Haley
dig,
Fairchild.
but back to the Suns it
Number
goes.
12 coming in again.
She's going to be in the net, and that point's going to go to the Tigers.
Those moments are crucial.
For
now,
sure.
Now we're looking at it's game point for the Tigers for this match. Let's see what goes.
Peyton Church here to serve. Great block there by Haley Fairchild. She has been on top of it tonight, like we've been saying.
Beautiful block, and that wraps out the first set.
Tigers are going to take that first set and go into the second set with some excitement there.
They seem excited. It looks like that bench is getting real excited about what's going to happen next.
Yeah, so between the sets here, we're going to take a break while they get ready for the next set, and we'll see you back here on the Washita Sports Digital Network, brought to you by Taylor King Law.
Visit the Washita campus store for all your Tiger apparel, merchandise, and gifts. If you need something to wear to show your Tiger pride, stop by the Washita campus store on the bottom floor of the Evans Student Center to grab a t-shirt, sweatshirt, polo, or more. If you can't stop by the store on campus, visit us online at bookstore.obu.edu. Make your purchase and we'll send it to you. Support the Tigers by checking out the Washita campus store. Go Tigers.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. Our team of experts can become your outsourced IT department, solving problems even before you know about them. We provide and maintain everything from servers and network infrastructure to printers and digital copiers. As a family business with over 80 years of history in Little Rock, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. If you're ready to get your IT in order, visit captg.com and sign up for a free consultation.
Owned by OBU alumni, Java Primo is the official coffee house of Washita Tiger football. At Java Primo, amazing coffee is just the beginning. Try our great options at breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and don't forget about our amazing desserts. Also, shop Java Primo's gift selection 24/7 online at javaprimo.com.
Go Tigers! Go Tigers!
I'm Rex Horn, the Interim Executive Director of the Arkansas Baptist State Convention, and today I'm joined by my friend Dylan, who's an attorney with the Arkansas Baptist Foundation with an important word for you.
The foundation is here to help you support your Washita Tigers. If you'd like to create an estate plan that supports Washita and its mission or learn about other giving opportunities, please contact us using the information below.
Make Print Mania in downtown Arkadelphia your place to get embroidery, screen printing, trophies, and more. Drop by their store on Main Street in downtown Arkadelphia or visit their website at printmaniatees.com to see how they can help your business or group. Need a shirt for an event? Let Print Mania take care of that. Need promotional materials for your business or organization? You can let Print Mania take care of that too. A family-run local business in Arkadelphia, Print Mania has been serving the public since 1992. Call Print Mania today, 870-246-3803.
And welcome back to the Washita Sports Digital Network. We're looking at the second set here of the matchup against the Tigers and the Golden Suns. What did we see from that first set there, and then what are we expecting going into the second set?
I'm excited to see that both teams there made it into the 20s and the adrenaline was high. I'm hoping this set that we'll see someone overtake here, see some aggressive energy here. I can see a lot of communication has happened throughout the time that they had the timeout, and on the court seems to be a lot of chatter that should help them out this set as they go in talking strategies and talking, how to adjust to each other.
Now we're going to see Maddie Siedenberg back to serve for the Golden Suns. Oh, great recovery there by the Tigers.
Courtney Hansen always ready. It's going to be a little too much from her.
That's just barely out over there.
The Tigers' aggression there is going to pay off for them.
And I think that's where you see a little bit of excitement from Arkansas, which is good to see after losing the first set, but just a little too much on that hit.
But the Tigers are excited to get back on that offensive with a beautiful serve.
That was a great serve by Courtney Hansen. Well, they're going to call a tip off that hit there.
It looked like it was one up at the block.
So we're going to send the Golden Suns libero, number 13, Jamie Myrick, back to serve. Looking to take a lead in the game here. They're all tied up. Good effort there.
Beautiful recovery by number 15 on the Tigers.
Great hit by number 13.
That's Kaylee Bedford. Great swing there. She's only a sophomore, so she's relatively young, but we've seen her do pretty well this season.
She's seen a lot of action today's game too as well.
Absolutely.
She does a great job of stepping up and picking up her weight on the team.
Serving on Kylie Kiskin. Beautiful spot in the back.
We have number 12 again with good placement, but Courtney Hansen takes that one.
Emily Adams on the swing there. And a great hit. That's number 2, Emma Kaiser.
We've seen a lot of Emma Kaiser tonight. She's really finding that placement on the team, looking where defenders are, and making smart plays.
That was a very smart play by her. Again, she's going to go back to serve now.
It's just about seeing who can see those holes and adjust to what's happening. Again, they kind of learn as they play each other how to adjust to what each person's doing, each person's style.
Yeah, great kill there by Leah Gardner.
Leah Gardner bringing that power again, as we saw earlier in the game.
And now she's going to go back to serve for the Tigers. Looking to get them a lead. They've got a 1-point lead right now, so they're looking to get a run here.
Beautiful cross hit.
Great swing there by Brazil, and it's going to go off the block and out of bounds and give the Tigers another point.
Spirits seem to be high here for the Tigers, and the Suns seem to have their head in the game. I'm interested to see how this will go going forward. I mean, again, we're sitting at 4 Tigers, 2 Suns.
Just a little bit too much from Leah Gardner on that serve.
Yeah, that one's going to go a little too far and give the point back to the Golden Suns. We've got number 3, Carolina Torres, serving. That's going to be a deep serve, but Avery Giles is going to recover there. And great recovery by Kylie Kiskin.
Beautiful. That was going to be a line hit there.
The Washita defense has been everywhere tonight.
Great defense from the Arkansas Tech Suns.
That block just barely over the defense's head.
They just weren't quite able to get that one, but that was a great block by Tech there.
We've got some tall girls tonight, as I said. It's nice to see the power that they have to stop with their hands.
Avery Giles on the receive. Riley Brazil. Great spot there. Just too far to the left of that defender, and she's just not quite able to.
Again, like I said, that power just sends your fingers right backward and sits in that right pretty spot where those defenders can't get to it.
She's been a pretty reliable player all night, just knowing where to place the ball and pushing points for her team.
Great spot made by Tech.
That was Jordan Klaus. Great swing there.
And there's nothing you can do about that. You know, you have so much space to cover on defense. You got to choose where to cover and where you can.
That's why conditioning is so important too for those players. I mean, you got to be on your toes the entire game in order to stay on top of those hits, especially at the collegiate level.
And another swing there by Haley Fairchild. I believe that's going to be her 5th kill of the night.
Beautiful deep serve there.
Good placement by Tech. 21, Sierra Orton.
That hole in the middle for the Tigers was just too big for those defenders to cover there.
Yeah, they just weren't quite able to get that one. But that's something we've seen from both teams. They've both been finding each other's weak spots.
When you have smart players, I mean, that makes the game of volleyball a lot harder than the average level you'll see. Knowing the game, knowing your spots, and adjusting to the other team.
Great play there by Kaylee Thetford, and Courtney Hansen's going to get herself another kill.
I mean, like I said earlier, Courtney Hansen really just finds those holes in the game, and she knows where to go. And you can see, like, her eyes are moving on the court and seeing where she needs to go based on defenders.
Yeah, she's a very smart player for sure. The Tigers are going to send Avery Giles back to serve. And she's going to get herself an ace.
She rolled right off that back defender.
Tigers are going to lead by 2 here, 8-6. Avery Giles is looking to keep that lead going.
Yet again, a beautiful jump serve.
Great tip.
Great placement there by Leah Gardner.
Again, they're making that Suns libero work overtime.
And that swing's just not going to make it over the net for the Golden Suns.
It's all that excitement.
Yeah, they've got a lot of adrenaline going.
At this point in the game, I feel like they're getting a pretty good read on each other.
Absolutely.
Knowing who to avoid and who to target.
Well, I think you see that in the last games from last year. Their record, very close games, very good scores and stats up from both teams. And so it's great to see another game just like that this year.
Back to serve for the Golden Suns is number 20, Maddie Siedenberg. And that one's not going to make it over the net. The Tigers are going to keep their lead here and send Courtney Hansen back to serve.
The power on that jump serve is impressive. And the power on the Suns is impressive, but impressively headed out. I hope that they'll adjust to that the next game.
Yeah, and that was a great watch there by Riley Brazil. You saw her duck on that back line, knowing that that ball was going to go out of bounds. And another great block there. And another touch on the block.
Washita libero sliding in to save it.
Strong hit from 22.
That was Emily Adams bringing some power. And a great spot by Courtney Hansen.
Finding that spot again.
We got some resuscitation going on over on the Washita sidelines. That excitement was just too much for them. That's funny. I like to see the sidelines get excited for those, for sure.
Me too. The Golden Suns are going to call a timeout, but we'll keep it here just to talk about the game a little bit. We've mentioned Courtney Hansen a lot, and
That's right.
I feel like I'm repetitive, but it's just she keeps doing the same thing. She keeps showing aggression and just finding the weak spots of the opponent.
When you put in that overtime work and you see a good game, I mean, you want to hear your name announced a ton to be able to say that you're making the moves and you're starting these plays that are going to make it. I mean, just they make the game.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at that scoreboard, you can see it's Washita Tigers 12, Suns 7. It's exciting to see going forward that Tigers still have a lead here.
for sure. Especially, like we've talked about, them coming off of such a devastating loss. This would definitely be a confidence booster for them.
Absolutely, and I'm glad to see, energy from both sides still. We have Ouachita in this set, won the first set, but we still see the Suns coming up with smiles from their break, and we'll see how they respond after this break.
Again, this game's all about execution. You can have an idea in your head, but you have to follow through and be able to get out of your mind in order just to put yourself in the place that you need to be to help the team out.
100%.
Yeah, and so far we've seen the Golden Suns be able to do that. I mean, they're not down by much, but they're still down, and they still have great attitudes. So
energy seems to be high as we go back into the game.
Courtney Hansen back to serve again. And a tip there by number 2.
Riley Brazil just not
in the
great
Kaiser.
defense.
That was just a smart play there.
She went down for a pancake. I think it was just too far out of reach.
Yeah. And like we talked about, defense, you can only cover so much. You kind of have to make a choice on what you're going to cover, what you just can. And Riley Brazil really went for it.
It is nice to see that effort that she puts in, though. Up to Emily Adams.
Beautiful hit.
Cross court. And that's going to be number 8, Jordan Klaus. She's been a pretty triple threat player tonight.
Absolutely. That hit just fell just a little short for the Tigers to get to.
Haley Bedford over the swing.
Absolutely beautiful kill across the net. Recovered by the Suns.
And that block is just going to fall on the Tigers' side of the net and give the point back to the Golden Suns. They're closing the gap here a little bit with it being 12-10. The Tigers are going to have to keep up the momentum they had in the beginning of the game if they want to take this set.
You have to get out of that rut.
Yep.
Beautiful set. And tipped right over the Suns blockers. That's a push deep.
Haley Bedford again.
Again, those Tigers are making those Suns blockers on the side work overtime there. I mean, they're having to jump almost every 5 seconds. Back up to service number 7, Kylie Kisgan for the Tigers. Again, I will say it's impressive to see these jump serves tonight. They're starting so far behind the line, and the amount of power that they send over that net is impressive.
Absolutely.
Beautiful
Great recovery
dig.
there by Kylie Kisgan.
Riley Brazil, strong hit again.
Great watch there. That was an overall great play by the Tigers. Great defense.
Their communication seems to be working well.
Yeah, something I've noticed just throughout the season, they're a very close team. They have great chemistry and they work well together, and I think that gives them an advantage over the teams they play. Another great block there.
A great tip.
Push deep. Oh. Libero just too far back to get that one up.
She's going to attempt to pancake that one, but just not quite able to get it.
But I love seeing that effort from Avery Joust. As a libero, you got to be ready, and she's on her toes. She's ready to go all out for that play.
She does. She goes all out for her team and just puts it all on the line.
A serve from the Suns. Headed deep. Recovered by Kylie. Beautiful.
Great hit by Riley Brazil.
Great play there by the Tigers. They're going to keep their lead, 15-11. And we're going to see Leah Gardner serve. And a great swing there. That's number 9 for the Golden Suns. Henley hooks.
And they did a fake out there, which I think tripped the Tigers up maybe just a little bit. But that cross-court hit, some of those are unstoppable, I tell you what, coming from that right side.
It was a very strategic play, but a very powerful swing, too. Carolina Torres on the serve. Up to Haley Fairchild, and she's going to do what she's been doing all night, hitting that corner and getting herself another kill.
Absolutely. I mean, it just straight shot to the ground. This gives the Suns defenders no chance there.
Absolutely. You see Peyton Church back to serve. And a great block there.
We see some excitement here for the Tigers. That was a beautiful play.
It's a great thing to see. Great defense from both sides, but Watch Tigers had it out on that side.
And that will lead us into a timeout. Honestly, we we should call timeouts timeouts. I think that would make more sense for the Tigers, wouldn't it?
Yeah. While they take a timeout, we're going to take a break as well. And we'll see you back on the Washita Sports Digital Network, brought to you by Taylor King Law. And we're back on the Washita Sports Digital Network. Peyton Church serving for the Tigers. And that one's going to be a little too far to the right and out of bounds. That's going to give
the Suns a chance to take over here, it looks like.
Yeah, only trailing by 4. Score 17-13.
Something we kind of seen all throughout the two matches is a kind of a rough start coming out of timeout. We'll see how they change.
And that's not really typical for the Tigers. We've seen them a lot come out of timeout stronger than they were before, and that's just not been the story tonight, really.
Beautiful hit by Henley Hooks for the Suns, right to that back corner spot. When you split the defenders like that, I mean, it all becomes about communication and who's going for it, who's got the better angle. Good pass by Kylie Kisgan, number 7.
Haley Fairchild tries to find that back corner, just going to go a little far. The Tigers seem not as energetic as they were before the timeout. I'm not sure what's changed, but they're going to have to find that energy back if they want to take this set here.
Mental state is everything. Those Tigers got to get back on top of it.
I kind of see that from both sidelines. A little bit of a loss of energy, but we'll see how they respond.
Great attempt on the block there by Haley Fairchild. It's just going to go out of bounds.
Again, that outside hitter had a lot of power going into that one.
And the Tigers are going to call another timeout. We'll keep it here, though. I think I've seen an energy shift here just from coming out of the timeout. What do you think?
I mean, the score's sitting at Tigers 17, Suns 16. I mean, with that close of a game, each sideline talk looks pretty similar.
Yeah.
Adjust and monitor and overcome what we're seeing here on the court today. And now they know who the key players are, and now we're looking at going into the second set, trying to round out that number. Just the Suns are going to want to take that over, but the Tigers got to maintain. I mean, that looks like a conversation to have between the teams of just who wants it more.
Yeah. And I mean, it's only natural to see kind of an energy shift and an energy flow throughout a game. You know, I mean, it's very, very difficult to keep the same energy all throughout. So to see that is kind of natural, but we'll see how each team responds. You know, Tech really needs to, pick it up with the energy if they want to get higher, and Washita needs to keep it.
We got the song Tricky on today, and this game will be tricky as we head back to finish this second set.
Haley with the dad jokes again.
She's bringing it tonight.
I do it for the viewers. I do it for the people.
Well, sure.
We got number 9, Henley Hooks up to serve for the Suns.
Looking to tie the game up here. Suns are only trailing by 1. Up to Riley Brazil, who's going to hit that back line and get herself a kill.
Beautiful.
Finding that spot, knowing where to go.
Yeah. I think that's what they needed coming out of that timeout.
Absolutely.
I would say it was a tricky play, obviously, hitting that back line like that. Those defensive players never know when to go for it or not.
Great tip.
Both got a touch on the block there, and it seems like
that was great aggression by Haley Fairchild.
That's right. Suns just got a little bit under the net there.
The Tigers are taking back their lead a little bit here. Just send Riley Brazil back to serve.
Strong serve.
Back. Oh, beautiful.
Haley Thedford.
Beautiful cross hit there. That's going to set it up for the setters of the Suns.
We're going to call a double on
the
that one and
Suns.
give the point to the Tigers.
We're sitting at Tigers 20, Suns 16 as we go in. Tigers need to fight for these last 5 points, and the Suns are on it to get that ball back.
Oh, great swing there.
Great
The
recovery.
Tigers are able to recover. That was a great play.
Tip by the Suns, and that ball is given to the Tigers.
And look at that. We have that energy back on the Washita side. You see the sidelines getting excited. Smiles back on the faces. That's just what you need at a time like this.
Yeah, it's all about being able to recover and come back from the hole you dug yourself in.
Coach Frizz has got a smile on her face. That's a good sign for the Tigers.
And there's an ace for Riley Brazil. Now the Tigers only 3 away from taking the second set here.
The Suns know what they need to do. It's just a matter of can they execute.
Good short
Beautiful
serve
pass. That right side hit is deadly, but the Tigers are still bringing it up in airs. Freed the ball over.
Great recovery there by the Tigers.
Ouch.
And that's just a little too much from the Suns.
I'm telling you, when you get that adrenaline pumping, you just want to slam the ball down, but you got to play smart. Playing smart in these last 5 points is make or break in this game of volleyball, that's for sure.
Right. And a great serve by Riley Brazil is going to get her another ace.
We have 24-16.
Now only 1 point away from taking this set.
Let's see if Brazil can finish this set off for them.
Great swing there. And it's going to go off the Tiger block and out of bounds.
Now this is a point where the Suns are going to need to turn this game around if they really want to get this set and tie up this game.
Yeah, this is their back's against the wall here. They have no room for mistakes. If they want to take this set, now's the time. Great recovery there by Avery Giles up to Haley Fairchild, sorry. And blocked by Haley Fairchild.
That'll finish off that second set for us. Final score, Tigers 25, Suns 17.
And you see all the smiles on Washita's faces.
That's right.
For sure.
As they switch sides here again, how are we feeling?
I mean, I think the energy shift there, I mean, obviously we saw them lose some momentum, but then we saw them get it back. So I just think it's going to take them being consistent and keeping their energy throughout this the third set here.
For Tigers, I mean, this is where they sat with Henderson on Tuesday night. They won the first 2 sets, and then they lost it here. I'm hoping to see that the Tigers want to change the game and really finish this set off.
Right, and I'm sure that's something they remember, and they remember that they have to be consistent. You know, the win's not guaranteed just because they've won the first 2 sets.
Consistency is everything in the game of volleyball. Specifically with the Tigers, we've seen that the last few seasons. Like you said, you touched on earlier, their bond seems to be really well this year.
Yes.
And just learning how everyone plays and the communication is key. That's why we see such long practices for the Tigers.
And I think you see that on campus, you know. You always see the volleyball team together. I mean, you see most Washita teams hanging out together. So it's good to see them, getting together.
Washita does a great job of
practice.
community. Speaking of community,
absolutely.
our track team is excited to see that this December, our Hickinbotham family track and field will be finished down at the bottom, close to the football field. I think every student is excited for that.
Yeah.
And they emphasize community because it will be open to the public. I think Arkadelphia and Caddo Valley residents will be excited to have a place that they can go work out that's at the collegiate level, because I believe the Washita track team has been practicing Arkadelphia High School track. Yes. So it's nice to see that the seniors specifically will get to see that during their time still here at Washita. I believe we have over 120 people on the track team. That may have grown by now, but we're seeing lots of good members get to see that track. Yeah, absolutely. And good community engagement and recruiting for high schools will be really nice to see that we do have a place that students can go not too far and stay safe on campus and do their long runs. That's been one of the issues, is Washita is known for having a beautiful campus with the foliage and different greenery that they have. Again, going into fall, we see that fading away, but still for those students on those long runs can get kind of repetitive. So I believe seeing a track will help the sprinters and the long distance players here.
Well, and Washita's really good with community outreach. We just had our Tiger Serve Day last weekend.
That's right.
We had over 700 members of faculty, students, and staff involved. I believe it was something like 92 teams.
That's right.
That were sent out to the community. We have a list of everything that needs to be helped in the community, and then we send out our students, send out our faculty, and we really try to help the community and help things get better. And it's a great thing to see all the students come out and help.
Emma, you'd be impressed. I dug up a whole rose bush with a shovel.
And you know what? I believe it.
I had a shovel and a heart, and I really took it to that bush. So we were up over there cleaning Samantha's downtown. So.
Oh, that's a good spot.
Yeah, it's nice to see because you can have some community involvement, specifically putting Ouachita's name out there and being able to meet members that maybe don't have the physical capabilities to help clean their environment or do something in the yard. I think a lot of people do yard work typically around the fall season. Those leaves are coming down, but it's a good tradition.
Who do you think planted the flowers at Cluck's Nursing?
What? You're helping Ouachita stay pretty. That's for sure.
Well, one could hope.
One could hope. I always like hearing people's adventures when they come back from Tiger Serve Day of what they've done. It is a treat. Who they met, what they did, what they injured on themselves.
I think it's a great thing that Ouachita does.
I almost took someone out with a limb cutter on a tree, so that was a close call there. But I live to see another day, and so do they. So
that's all I can hope for.
Well, hopefully I live to see this volleyball game. So I'm excited as we're going here into the third set. I believe the Tigers will have the ball.
They should, yes.
They should have the ball. All right.
The Suns served first last set, so.
That serve receive for the Suns here is going to be crucial as they try and pick that energy back up. They don't look discouraged, though. They look motivated. So I'm excited to see going into this set. Hopefully we'll see a good game of volleyball.
Yeah, I think they've done well about trying to keep their spirits up throughout the game.
On that team, you can see every game pretty much has been really close. You know?
Yeah. The Tigers are going to send Courtney Hansen back to serve.
Pretty good matchup here today.
Yeah, for sure.
Deep serve to number 3.
Number 15. And a great spot there.
Again, just a missed pancake opportunity by the libero for the Tigers.
Allison Jackson finding that spot in there against Ouachita.
That was a very smart play. We got Samantha Watowitz back on the serve.
That float serve is going to go just barely out.
It's a little too much. Maybe it's a little too much excitement.
I'm telling you, maybe they can hear our commentary up here and they're really excited. Think they like my tricky joke.
Well, who wouldn't?
I'm sure they would.
That's right, that's right.
Kylie Kisgan back to serve for the Tigers here.
Her serves tonight have been on. The placement's beautiful, and they've kept the Tigers in the lead for quite a while now.
100%.
Number 12 there on the swing, but the Tigers are able to recover.
Again, these blocks here tonight are insanely high. Both teams have been impressive in the way they've been able to hit over those.
And that swing by number 9 is just going to go a little too far out of bounds.
Henley Hooks. We've seen a lot of power from her tonight.
We have. And she's done great about controlling it. It's just in that instance, that's something she's going to have to rein in a little bit.
Control is a good quality to see in any single player here on the court. I mean, you got to know where you're placing it. I mean, that court is not very big.
Great pancake there by Kylie Kisgan. She's done great on defense tonight as well. We've seen a lot of good digs from her.
And just a little too far.
A little bit of miscommunication by the Suns there. That's going to give the point to the Tigers. And send Kylie back to serve again.
Beautiful serve by Kylie.
A tip there.
Recovered by the Ouachita blockers. They blocked it and recovered it. Very impressive.
And a great recovery there by Avery Giles as well. They're just going to free ball it over. Let's see what the Tigers do with this one.
This last few hits has been
a kill by Emily Adams.
Beautiful spot. They had a few frees in a row there, giving it to each other, but that was nice to see them execute that offensively, excuse me.
It's always great when you can use the free balls you're given. Kylie Kisgan,
again,
fifth serve in a row. It's going to go a little bit too far, but she had a good run there.
Again, they call it a free for a reason. You're giving the other team a free chance.
Yeah.
You got to set that up defensively after send a free ball over.
Yeah.
I also tend to call a free a Hail Mary. Again, another free sent over by the Tigers.
Yep. Let's see what the Suns do with that one.
Strong hit by Henley Hooks.
The Tigers are going to be able to recover. Riley Brazil with a nice swing there.
defensively, I'm very impressed with the Suns on how they've recovered tonight.
They have done well.
Specifically how they use the freeze and however they.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Leah Gardner on the kill in that back corner.
Hitting that back line beautifully.
Again, just finding those weak spots. That's something that I think all the Washita players have done a very good job at tonight.
That's not her first rodeo either. She's hit that back corner multiple times.
And now she's going to go back to serve. Good recovery there by Courtney Hansen. Up to Emily Adams. Just a little bit too far to the right, and that's going to go to the Golden Suns.
And still, we're so early in the game. Washita Tigers 5, ATU Suns 3. I'm excited to see what this will look like going forward.
Yeah, me too. There's been a lot of aggression and just it's been very back and forth. So I'm excited to see if either team takes a noticeable lead here.
Again, those jump serves tonight float just so beautifully over this net.
Good attempt there by Riley Brazil, just blocked by the Suns there. That was a good block.
I mean, we've got some tall girls over there. We got some 6'1".
Yeah.
6'3". We got a lot of 6'1s tonight.
It's definitely an advantage there on the front row. Nice job there by Kylie Kisgan. And Haley Fairchild's going to find a hole in the Suns defense.
Again, using that height to get up there fast and just tip it over to the left was a great decision.
Tigers are going to send Peyton Church back to serve. Looking to keep the Tiger lead. They're at 6-4.
We see a little bit more energy from.
Wow. That was a great swing there. That was number 21.
Sierra Orton.
Yep.
She hit that one right where she needed to. That spot was beautiful.
She's 6'3". So her height definitely.
I'm telling you. I mean, they joke about it, but volleyball is a game of height. Who can get up in that net, put their hands up there, and
knowing what to do with it.
Yeah. She's using it to her advantage.
It definitely does give an advantage here.
Great placement by Courtney Hansen.
And that swing by Riley Brazil is just going to go off the Sun defender and give the point to the Tigers.
That's a hard one to defend.
Yeah. Powerful swings like that, there's just, like we've said before, there's not a whole lot you can do there. Yep. I think it's just about sending aggressive balls over. That way they don't have the opportunity.
Exactly. Beautiful recovery.
Great recovery there. That was Kaylee Thedford.
Wow.
Smart play by both sides.
Oh, just barely out from number 15 on the Suns.
It's always nice to see such a scrappy play like the Tigers just had pay off.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure it feels great too.
This is such a hard-fought game. Those scrappy plays become everything.
Yeah. Good short serve there.
You can tell the urgency when they're playing. Wow. Coming off the block.
Working hard again.
Beautiful set to the outside.
Looks like a little bit of a struggle there. That one's going to go out of bounds.
That one is out.
Again, the Tigers are going to gain themselves another point. They're going to be up by 5 here. Or sorry, 4. 9-5. And a great serve by Riley Brazil. That's going to get her an ace.
That was beautiful.
That was a very aggressive serve there.
Uh-oh, it looks like we have
player.
a back player on the Suns slowly getting up from that one.
She did seem to hit the ground a little hard on that one, trying to get that ball.
I mean, that was a hard hit.
Yeah. She seems to be okay. She seems ready.
Teammates are encouraging her as she tries to shake that one off.
Number 3,
a timeout. Timeout called for the Suns.
While they call a timeout, we're going to take a break as well. And we'll be back on the Washita Sports Digital Network, brought to you by Taylor King Law. right, welcome back to the Washita Sports Digital Network.
We're sitting with Tigers 10, Suns 5. Adrenaline is high and energy is focused on this game. I'm excited to see where they'll come.
Coming out of a timeout, we'll see what changes.
That back row player for the Suns looks all right with a beautiful pass like that one.
She seems to be favoring her leg a little bit.
Just a little bit.
But she's appearing to be okay and toughing it out, so good for her there.
I mean, volleyball takes
Strong
grit.
placement.
Great swing by Kaylee Thedford.
Grit like that for Thedford is what's getting her all these kills here tonight.
We've seen a lot of swings by her tonight. And a lot of success as well.
She's really seeing that ball well and seeing where her defenders are.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, you get to know who's in what position and who you can hit the ball to in the weak spot.
Sure.
And
Another
she is doing that
swing
beautifully to the back left
corner.
corner. She is killing it.
She knows where
literally.
to go.
That's been a great spot for the Tigers to hit.
Defensively, the
tonight.
Suns are just struggling to get back there.
Yeah.
Again, with the speed that she's hitting that, it's hard to recover that one.
And a missed serve from Washita Tigers.
Yeah, that error is going to give it to the Suns there. But the Tigers still in the lead. 12-6. They're going to send their libero back to serve.
Again, a beautiful jump serve.
Kaylee
Thedford again.
Swing again. And that one's just going to go out of bounds and give it back to the Tigers there.
Number 15, Allison Jackson, just a little too much.
Looks
and
like
we're going to see the Tigers number 15 come in, Leah Gardner.
The Suns here maybe a little bit in their heads. Looks like they're conversating, a little bit of confusion there on the court.
It is good to see that their sidelines aren't giving up on energy though.
That's for sure. That sidelines make a world of a difference.
Absolutely.
Those are your teammates. Those are the ones you're spending days, hours in focusing on this game of volleyball. I mean, it's keep the ball in the air basically, but there's so much more strategy to it that these girls know and understand.
For sure.
Beautiful. Beautiful serve by libero for Washita.
And the Suns are not quite going to be able to get that one back over.
That pass just hugged the net too much for those front row players to get to.
That was Pariela Torres, number 3.
Avery Giles is going to go back to serve for the Tigers again. Still in the lead here at 15-6. This is, I think, the biggest lead they have had all night.
Beautiful serve there. Just went right off the back row's hands for the Suns.
Great ace for Avery Giles.
And again, we got another timeout here. It looks like defensively, the Suns are getting pretty frustrated here. And what we're looking at is the sidelines are the main encouragement there for the Suns.
I would agree. I think throughout the night we've seen them try to keep their spirits up, but it looks like something they're struggling with now. Just they're in a hole and they're struggling to come out of it, but their teammates have done a great job of trying to encourage them for sure.
Looks like the Tigers have high hopes for the future as the song is also playing.
The dad jokes are on tonight. Oh my goodness.
He's just taking every opportunity to get.
Absolutely have to. I like whoever's on the music here tonight. Tigers do seem excited. Again, coach looks pretty serious. Again, this is a crucial moment here. Icing them out and going into that timeout tells you everything about a team. But hopefully, again, like you said, the Tigers are doing pretty fine once we come back from that.
And, I mean, up by 10, you know, they have some wiggle room, but they don't want to get themselves in a hole. So I just think they need to maintain the energy they've had.
Again,
they've done pretty well about that.
This is about strategy. Specifically, the Suns look like they're talking it out. And this is a point in the game where you say, what can we do to overcome and get this ball back? What has worked for us? What hasn't? How can we play smart? You can play hard, but you can't play smart at the same time unless you put that effort in, really.
Right.
Back up just to serve. We have the libero for Washita.
Avery Giles.
Yeah. She's been pretty consistent tonight. I hope she'll keep that up.
She has. She's typically a very reliable player.
Again, beautiful serve right to the back row.
Their middle number 8's going to go for that swing.
Beautiful recovery from the Washita defense.
Leah Gardner.
Beautiful enough to have her slam it to that back corner of the Suns.
Again, the corner. It's
that
just
back corner.
Yeah, they're just going to keep hitting it over and over. I mean, it's working, so.
It's a good thing the court's square. They can hit that corner well. Imagine a round court. This wouldn't be a very fun game, would it?
Oh,
wow.
And she's going to avenge the Golden Suns there with that kill.
Again,
That's Jordan Klaus.
the height comes into play there. I mean, she is just slamming it down.
And all that power from that swing.
Yeah.
She's going all the way through.
It's hard to defend.
Yep.
Emma Kaiser on the serve here.
Again, conditioning and strength training is everything in volleyball. You can tell that they've been putting in the work this season. Both teams here.
That one's going to go a little far by Kaylee Thedford.
Maybe putting in too much work in the gym here. Just barely out there.
Right. The strength is important, but it's also good to be able to control. Yeah.
Again, the adrenaline plays a huge key into that.
Yeah.
A little bit of a short serve from the Suns.
Beautiful.
Good swing there by Kaylee Thedford. The Suns were
back
just
row
able to
hit
recover.
from the Suns. Brought back up easily by the Tigers.
Great play by Courtney Hansen.
Just tipped it barely over.
Yeah, she's well known for those tips.
Again, we saw another Ouachita Tigers resuscitation over on the sidelines there. They're getting pretty excited here.
They like to get a little theatrical sometimes.
I'm liking it. I need to pick up more on what's going on over there.
Courtney Hansen back to serve here. The Tigers only 6 away from taking this set.
Maybe they'll play Staying Alive coming up soon.
Oh. Maybe you should be on the music.
Hey, give me the speaker. Oh, an exciting
Another
4
Ouachita
touches.
point.
4 touches for the Suns. Gives that ball right back to the Tigers. And now that puts us at Tigers 20, Suns 8. These last 5 points, like I said, they're everything.
And I mean, the Suns, this is the moment where they have to fight right here. They don't want to walk away with another loss, so they're going to have to really pull it together.
And we great play.
We are at the home court for the Tigers. That does give them a little bit of advantage, having the crowd and having the adrenaline.
For sure.
Beautiful push
Good
to the
spot.
back corner, recovered.
And a great play by
Not
the
enough.
fan. They're not going to be able to recover that one.
Again, like I said, that huge hydraulic fan, you can send that ball flying at least 60 miles an hour.
I mean, I heard that slam from here.
Yeah.
And it wasn't on the court. It was against that cement wall over there, that's for sure.
I'm sure that gets a little frustrating at times.
Hitting average for the fan is
Especially
2-0.
newcomers.
Yeah, for sure. Oh.
Little tip by the Suns there, but the Tigers are able to recover. Nice swing there by Kaylee Thedford. The
Hitting
Suns are
right
gonna,
into that block.
Yeah, attempt to block it. It's just going to go out of bounds there.
When she's hitting from that outside, hitting into the block is also kind of an advantage there. If you
Right.
can't find a hole or a spot, it works beautifully to see them
Might
just
as
send
well
that.
use the block that you have, yeah.
It'll either go in and fall short or hit right out of bounds just like she did there. Again, execution's everything, and hopefully we can see them finish the game off. Again, beautiful serve. Tip by the Tigers. To a right side hit for the Suns,
great
but
save
recovered.
there. Riley Brazil.
Oh!
And another great kill.
Those Suns defensive players just too short to get to that one. That was just on the far side on the left.
And we are looking at 23 and 8.
The Tigers just keep finding that back corner. I think that's played a huge role in their lead tonight.
Absolutely.
I can sense the urgency in the room.
Yeah. Only 2 points to go for the Tigers here. And they're
Beautiful
excited.
setup.
Great hit.
And a great swing.
It's all about knowing that placement, knowing where
Yeah.
your defense is.
The excitement is everything.
And
I will tell you, the Tigers have really resuscitated the score tonight, that's for
They
sure.
have. And they've done great about just finding those weak spots, and the Suns just haven't quite been able to adjust.
Let's see if they can execute on this game point.
Great serve by Courtney Hansen.
Beautiful
Emily
setup.
Adams, just a little bit too far to the right. It's going to go out of bounds. But that's going to give the Suns an opportunity here.
This is their chance to take advantage, and like
For
I said,
sure.
playing smart is everything in the game of volleyball. Their heads are kind of askew. I mean, they're down 2 sets now. I'm hoping that their head is in the game now to focus this up.
And it's a great thing to see their sideline still, full of energy, helping out their team.
I mean, they've got themselves in a rut here. They have no room for mistakes.
Kaylee Thedford, oh, wow.
Yep. And she's going to take that game point there with that kill.
Kaylee Thedford has been a key player today in the game.
For sure. The Tigers are going to sweep the Suns tonight. And
That
they've
final
also swept them the last 3 times they played them.
Yes,
so
they
that's
have.
going to make for 4.
Well, they're keeping up tradition. We're all
Yeah.
about tradition here in Ouachita, that's for sure. That final score was 25-9, Ouachita and Suns.
We saw them take a very noticeable lead in that last set, which
Yes,
we
for
hadn't
sure.
seen.
I think they
in the
were
game.
ready, and that practice is what makes perfect, and they've seen
Right.
that. After Tuesday's loss, they really wanted to come in here today and sweep, and that's what they did for sure.
I think that's what shows a great team. I mean, they took that hard loss to Henderson, and they decided to come back and be better from it.
Well, and I think you see that from the Sun side of, you got to make those adjustments on defense, and we
Yeah.
just didn't see that tonight.
They looked really cohesive as a team as well. I mean, it
Yes.
was nice to see that they all were communicating and talking and seeing those holes that they repetitively hit.
Yes,
I mean,
that back court was just all night long.
like we said, that back corner every single time.
It's just a weak spot for the Suns.
Mm-hmm.
It
And
was-
they did play well. It's just a matter of not being able to play up to what Washita was offering.
Absolutely.
I think Washita was in the right mindset tonight for that game. I mean, they really had their head on screwed on straight, that's for sure. And the jump serves tonight were really impressive to see. I mean,
Yes.
just consistent every single time.
And we saw a lot of aggressive swings as well. We had Haley Fairchild and Kaylee Thetford just swinging over and over. Even Riley Brazil. I mean, it was great to see the aggression that they brought.
Those key players are going to go home happy, I hope, with their performance after
They definitely should be.
that game.
I might see here Riley Brazil 10 kills tonight.
Yeah.
Wow.
She's always, and Kaylee Thetford as well,
Yes.
10 kills. They've done pretty good all season of just about being team leaders.
And it's something about this home court, the energy in the air. I mean, it will send you into overdrive whenever you need to. It's time for the game. They really saw that need and took it. And saw the opportunity and took it, specifically with the Suns defense having to shift so much based on how tall the Washita and Suns blockers are. The defensive there had really struggled to get to that line spot. And Washita has consistently been hitting line in that back corner. And I think the right side specifically and the outside hitters were noticing that gap and really executed that well.
I just think they've done a great job about, finding where they need to place the ball and doing it and executing. And it won them the game for sure.
Yet again for the Tigers, they've got the eye of the tiger. They got the points. I'm telling you.
You're on fire tonight.
Whoever is on the music is killing the game, just like the Tigers did.
We need to have you on here more often. But
stand-up comedian on the
I was
side.
about to say, this is your stand-up breakout role tonight.
With that Tiger win and that last dad joke there by Haley, we're going to wrap up the game. Thank you for tuning in to the Washita Sports Digital Network. And like we've said, we've got a big week coming up next week. We've got a game, the homecoming game next week. So be sure to tune in to the Washita Sports Digital Network as well. But we'll see you next time. Thank you for tuning in.
I'm Nicole Auerbach.
Kevin Kugler of Westwood One.
Hi, everybody. It's Pete Granick of the Memphis Grizzlies and Fox Sports Southeast.
This is Danielle Musselman.
This is Kyle Peterson with ESPN. This is Tom Hart of ESPN and the SEC Network. Thanks for tuning in to the Washington Sports Digital Network.